If there's one thing that I excel at, it is getting into a project without knowing what's on every base. And most of the time I come out okay. I came out okay again on this one. Welcome to another episode of the 89 Garage. This video here is going to be a tool video. Actually, it's going to be me upgrading my plasma cutter. It is a very decent plasma cutter for the money. However, the handle leaves a lot to be desired. So I got this upgrade off the Amazons. And what this is going to do is allow me to have better flexibility for changing the tips and stuff. It's just got a better handle. You'll see here in a second. I'm going to film it, but I'm not going to do a lot of explaining because it's Christmas almost and there's music and everything playing in the background, and I'm just going to turn on the camera and throw some different music on for you, which is okay to play on YouTube because, I don't want a copyright violation. So anyway, this also allows me to have a guide mounted to the tip. And right now, it's very hard to judge where I'm at when I'm cutting with the tip that came with the Cut 50. Yeah, I'm gonna take this mound or something in the house, and I'll put the stuff down in the description. I'll put the plasma cutter down there. I'll put this. I'll put the tips that you can use with this, the spacers you can use with this, and hopefully it helps somebody out. Anyway, enjoy. right, I think we're done. Now all we got to do is test it out, and that's not going to be today. Let me get out here without music. I now have a guide where I did not before. I have some nerve damage from a back injury, and so I do move a little bit, you know, when I'm going across. It's not a lot, but it's enough to piss me off and ruin my tips. So that's a huge reason why I did this. I've not done very much with it yet, and I've already ruined a couple of tips. I'm hoping that this modification will alleviate that issue. I mean, they're gonna wear out, but hopefully not as fast. Catch you on the other side when we got this thing zipping through some stuff. All right, so here we are. I'm gonna go ahead and hook all this up here. There are our hookups right there. And I just gotta take this off of here. Oop. And I'll get this hooked up right quick. Be right back. All right, so there's the setup there that I'm gonna play with. Gotta get this thing plugged in. I forgot to plug it in. Other than that, we're ready to go. All right, so I'm doing some investigating. Obviously, as you can tell, this is not working. So if you buy this entire assembly, it's more money. But if you, when I say this whole assembly, I mean the whole hose kit and everything. It's more money, which is why I mean, this stuff here is like brand new, so I just figured I'd replace the handle. Anyway, there is a wire that goes all the way through it, and I assume that wire needs to be grounded. I don't know why the original wasn't, but anyway, apparently this thing needs to be grounded. I'm gonna have to research, but there's an extra wire that comes out of there, and I'm assuming that it grounds to the plasma cutter itself. So unfortunately, I'm putting everything back away, and I'm gonna have to get some wire to go through there or whatever. But anyway, this is just one of those things that you deal with when you're a cheapo and you're trying to modify things and do things cheaper. But I mean, it's not a big deal to run a wire through there. It'll probably be a little strange getting it through all of that stuff there, but we can manage somehow. Anyway, that's kind of where I'm at. I'll investigate, and we'll come back around when we're ready. It's just, I mean, the air comes out, the trigger's working okay. It's just an issue with some kind of a power issue. Okay, so it's like, I don't know, a week later, something like that. And I've learned a few things about these plasma cutters. One being that that little wire that I tucked away inside of there thinking I didn't need it, well, guess what? I need it. This tip is actually for a pilot arc system. And this plasma cutter did not have pilot arc to begin with. So we're going to make it have it with this roll of wire, and we're going to hook it to that wire that's in the torch. But then we're going to run that all the way down, and that is going to hook to this ground. So this here's where we usually go into for the torch. And the air comes out of there. But I'm going to have to go inside of the machine. Huh. I didn't know that. Looks like that comes off, but I'm going to have to make a connection and come over here, and I'm actually going to use I saw a guy on the YouTubes use a little banana clip, you know, like they use for speakers, or kind of similar to what you find on the front of a multimeter. I got some of those off of Amazon, and I'll be honest with you, the quality is really horrible, and I'm half tempted to send them back, but I want to get on with this project, so I don't know. I do need to fish a wire. I chose green all the way through this, and we got to hook it to the wire that's in here that I capped off because I thought we didn't need it. And then it's going to come all the way out down here, and I'll probably strap it onto this wire right here with some zip ties. So that's my project for this particular moment in time. I don't know how interesting this stuff is to you guys. Let me know. All right, so here's the inside, and this here is where we got to connect to. So basically I'm gonna have to come off of this and just put a support over there, and that should get us where we're going.
Later that same evening.
Got her out here, got it all done, and I just wanted to show you we are set up for pilot arc now. So basically plug this in there, that in there, that's our trigger. And then this here is our air source. Okay. And then obviously our strap that's right there needs to go in too, but these two are now connected inside. I ran a wire. I will put a picture right here. I didn't do video, just a picture. So I'll put a picture of that. And then we ran all the way down to the trigger, well, the torch, and it's hooked inside. Previously, the torch had to actually touch the metal that you're cutting in order for that contact to be made. And now that we're using pilot arc, this will throw a flame without contact. It does not require contact. So flame is probably not the correct term, but tomorrow I'll quickly fire this up. It's late at night, it's dark outside. I don't feel like getting everything all out. So tomorrow, yep, zippity doo dah. Yeah, I'll put that on because my hair's a freaking mess. It's the next morning now. We're gonna go ahead and cart this thing out to the driveway. We are very close to getting a snowstorm, so I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to do out here today. So let's kind of recap what we've done. I'll be honest, going into this, I really didn't know the difference until I got this new torch put on there, and it didn't work. But now that I know that there is a difference, there are two different types, well, at least two that I know of, this is kind of what I want. The reason being is this tip here requires contact with the metal. This is the tip that it came with. The rest of the gun, I don't know, it's somewhere else, and it's kind of a cheesy, chintzy gun anyway, which is the whole reason that I wanted to get something better. Anyway, this creates the arc by touching the piece that you're working on. And that's okay if you have clean steel or whatever it is you're cutting. I'm pretty sure I've heard this will cut aluminum too. Haven't tried it. Basically, when you go to a pilot arc, that allows you to go through dirty steel or painted steel. So that's kind of a benefit that I wasn't expecting to get out of this. I have tried to go through some stuff that had paint on it before, and I actually have some stuff that we can try that's painted up here that you know, I'm making the hitch mount for my tire changer. It's right there. We'll make a couple cuts on that. That's FedEx. I think he's going to be stopping off here. I think he's got some stuff for me today. And that's a new tool that's going to be sweet for the channel too. And that will be, I'll put a little sneak peek of what it is right here. See what I'm saying? I've already made one part for Frankie. Turns out it was probably the wrong material to make it out of, but I will remake it again and I will film it. Ah, what the heck, I'll show it to you. I'm assuming that we go like this. There she blows. Let's just drag this thing out and see what's going on. All right, plugged in. Come on, baby.
Why don't you watch? Where the hell?
All right, now it's the moment. I had too much air going to it. I didn't realize that I didn't turn my compressor down. So let's flip you guys around. Okay, we'll turn this up a smidge. Now I got it up to about 65 psi. I had it down, it was originally on about 95. I took it down to 50 because the specs are 50 to 70 or something, or 75. I got it up to 60 right now. Let's see how this works. Cut these pieces out before when it was touch. That looks like a cleaner cut. Definitely makes some marks on your cement though. Anyway, I'm gonna call this project a success. I didn't know what I was doing when I started. Well, I guess I kind of still don't really 100% know what I'm doing, but good enough, right? This will be handy for some of the projects coming up that I'm building. Anybody got any tips on getting that stuff off the driveway? Oops. I'm very happy. That was the cheapest plasma cutter on Amazon at the time. Probably still is. There's signs of a struggle here. Plasma cutter's on, chairs turned over.
What's been going on here?
This doesn't look good.
Murder?
Signs of a struggle here. TV's still on, chairs turned over.
Well, I wouldn't say that's a sign of a struggle.
All right, well, there's another video of me struggling and coming out like a champ. You guys go into projects knowing you don't know everything, and you're probably going to have to spend a little bit more money along the way. In this particular case, I had to buy a roll of wire at Home Depot. I don't know, $6-7. The banana clips, they're not the greatest. I got them on Amazon just for what could get here the soonest. The torch was about 20 bucks. So you can buy that whole thing pretty much all assembled already, but not fine. That works fine. This is gonna be sweet though. The thing I like about this is, let's say a guy just wanted to go back to the old torch, I can do that. It's not permanently hooked up. This is our setup now. I got my spare parts kit down there. This is formerly the home of a pressure washer that I just stuck a couple pieces of wood on, and yeah, it does the job. It's easy to wheel in and out. I hope you guys have a wonderful new year. This should come out on New Year's Day. I hope it's a great year. Hope 2023 brings you guys a lot of joy and happiness and money. That'd be nice, actually. May you guys find the money tree, and me too. Oh, subscribe, like the video. Peace out.